two of the ocean's most legendary predators. One rules the surface with 300 serrated teeth. The other haunts the deep with 10 arms and eyes the size of dinner plates. A great white shark, a giant squid. If they met in open water, which one would survive? The answer is not what you think, and the reason is stranger than the fight itself. Let's start with the shark, Carcharodon carcharias, the great white, up to 20 feet long, around 4,000 pounds. It has been evolving as an apex predator for roughly 16 million years. Its bite force is estimated at 4,000 pounds per square inch. Its teeth are triangular, serrated, and constantly replacing themselves. A great white can smell a single drop of blood in 25 gallons of water. It can detect the electrical field of a heartbeat from meters away. Marine biologist Greg Skomal of the Massachusetts Division of Marine Fisheries has tracked great whites for over 3 decades. He describes them as the most efficient ambush predator in the ocean. They rise from below. They hit at up to 25 miles per hour. Their prey often never sees them coming. Now, consider the challenger, Architeuthis ducks, the giant squid, length up to 43 feet, including 2 long feeding tentacles, weight nearly a ton, eyes the size of basketballs, the largest eyes in the animal kingdom, built to see in almost total darkness. It has 8 arms lined with toothed suction cups, plus 2 whip-like tentacles that shoot out to grab prey from distance, and in the center of its arms, a sharp black beak, strong enough to crack the skull of a sperm whale calf. Marine biologist Steve O'Shea of Auckland University of Technology has studied giant squid for most of his career. He has said the giant squid is one of the least understood large animals on Earth, not because it is small, because it lives where humans almost never go. Here is where the fight gets complicated. These two animals live in very different worlds. The great white hunts in the sunlit surface waters, rarely below 700 feet. The giant squid lives in the twilight zone, between 1,000 and 3,000 feet below the surface, sometimes deeper. For most of their lives, they never meet, but sometimes they do. The zone where their territories overlap is a dim, freezing layer of ocean where visibility drops to almost nothing. This is where our fight would happen, and this changes everything. Round 1, sensing the enemy. The great white's greatest weapon is not its teeth. It is its sensory system. It reads the ocean like a book. Vibration, blood, electricity. But at 1,500 feet down, in near total darkness, many of those senses become less useful. There is less light, less traffic, colder water. The shark's metabolism slows. The giant squid, meanwhile, is in its native habitat. Its enormous eyes are already adapted to almost no light. It can see the faint bioluminescence of movement. It sees the shark before the shark sees it. Round 2. First contact. If the shark attacks first, it will try to ambush from below. But at these depths, its speed drops. Cold water means less power in muscles. The squid, by contrast, is built for these depths. It has jet propulsion, powered by a muscular siphon. It can move in bursts of 25 miles per hour, backwards, sideways, in any direction. And here is the surprise most people miss. Round 3. The tentacles. The giant squid does not fight like other animals. It shoots out its 2 long feeding tentacles first. Each ends in a club lined with hooked, rotating suckers. Those suckers can grip flesh with terrifying force. Sperm whales, which routinely hunt giant squid, often surface with permanent circular scars across their heads, some over 4 inches wide. If a giant squid latches onto a great white shark's gills, the shark can't breathe. A shark that cannot pass water over its gills suffocates within minutes. Round 4. The bite. If the great white lands a bite, its teeth would tear through the squid's soft body easily. Giant squid have no bones, no armor, just muscle and flesh. One clean bite could disable a limb, multiple bites could be fatal, but biting is not simple in deep water. The squid is a moving target. Its arms wrap around anything that comes close, including the shark's face, its eyes, its gills. Marine biologist Clyde Roper of the Smithsonian led the first expedition to film a giant squid alive. He has described the animal not as passive prey, but as an aggressive, muscular hunter. It attacks first when it feels threatened. Its instinct is to grab and hold. So who wins? The honest answer is, it depends. If they meet in shallow water, in warm, sunlit ocean, the great white wins easily. The squid would be sluggish, exposed, blind in the brightness. A single ambush strike from below would end it. But in the deep, cold twilight zone where the giant squid is at home, the shark is out of its element. The squid is faster, more agile, more perceptive. The squid probably wins. There is a stranger implication here. For most of history, humans thought sharks were the ocean's supreme predator, the apex of the apex. But that idea assumes the ocean is one place. It is not. The ocean is a stack of worlds, each with its own rules, each with its own king. The great white owns the surface. The giant squid owns the twilight. And below both of them, in the total darkness of the abyss, there are creatures we have barely met, the colossal squid. Bigger, heavier, meaner, with hooked swiveling suckers instead of just circular ones, and a beak strong enough to crush bone. The colossal squid, Architeuthis hamiltoni, lives around Antarctica at depths of over 6,500 feet. It has been found in the stomachs of sperm whales, but it has also been found with sperm whale beaks in its own stomach, which means it eats them back. Here is the thing about ocean predators. We often imagine them in isolation. Shark versus squid, whale versus shark. But the deep ocean is not a series of clean matchups. It is an endless, invisible war, fought in near darkness, by creatures we have only begun to see. For every fight we imagine, there are 1,000 happening right now that we will never witness. Sperm whales carry the scars of these battles home, sometimes with squid beaks still embedded in their skin. Divers have found dead giant squid drifting on the surface with bite marks that match no known predator. Fishermen have pulled up broken tentacles longer than their boats. The idea that the great white is the king of the sea is a story we tell because we understand it. The story of the giant squid is one we cannot fully see yet. The first live footage of a giant squid was captured in 2004. The first video of one in its natural habitat came in 2012. Both were considered scientific miracles. Every child today knows what a great white shark looks like. Almost no adult has ever seen a live giant squid. Which brings us back to the original question. Could a giant squid beat a great white shark? In some places, yes. In others, no. But the deeper answer is this. The great white shark is the king of a world we can see. The giant squid is the king of a world we cannot. And in the world of the giant squid has been winning for millions of years. Right now, in the twilight zone below your favorite beach, there is a giant squid moving through dark water. Its enormous eye is scanning for prey. Its tentacles are ready. It has never been photographed. It has never been seen. It does not care that the great white gets all the movies, because the ocean is not one kingdom. It is many. And the deeper you go, the stranger the kings become. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, subscribe for more videos like it. See you in the next one.